Hello and welcome back. Today we've got another £200 worth of 10p's that Patrick and I got to hunt through looking for the alphabet 10p's. We've got bagged ones today instead of the seal bags which we normally get. Can't control that, and to be fair, my first ever alphabet 10p came from a bagged bag with letter E. So let's have a look on how we're doing up to now. So we've got, let's zoom in a bit. We've got the letter A, C and E. We've got L, M and J. We've got, hang on, that's not an N. That's not an N, that's obviously not an N. That's a U. I can't believe you put that in the wrong place, Patrick.
Sorry.
I finally let you put one coin in. Unbelievable. U for unbelievable. Anyway, O, Q, P, S, X, Y, V, Z and U. So we're looking to fill up some more of those gaps, which would be very nice. So without further ado, which bag do you want? That one or that one?
This one.
Cool, let's get into the bags then.
So let's jump into the questions. These are questions that were left on my 10k subscriber giveaway. We're on question 176 of 263, so we've got just under 100 to get through before we get on to the next set of questions. So I got two questions first from Liam Dan, who asks, the first question is, what's the most important coin to you? The second Kew Gardens I found is special to me because it was the best coin hunt that I'd ever done up to that point, and to this day is still the best coin hunt I've ever had. And it's the rarest coin 50p in circulation. Second question, but also I have had other coins, like I had an Olympic judo given to me by a work colleague when I was having a bit of a tough day, and that cheered me up. That's special to me. And then anything that's sent to the PO box is really special because the idea that anyone would watch my videos and like them enough to want to send me a coin to see the coin on the video or just to give me the coin, it still blows my mind. It's really bizarre still. So they're all incredibly special to me. Al Sims asks, on average, how long do you spend a week putting videos together? Around 12 to 15 hours a week. So there's the hunts themselves. So 50p coin hunt takes about 25 minutes to do. Probably about 45 minutes if you include going through them again looking for the key dates. £2 takes up to 20 minutes. The 10p's take about 40 minutes, and the worldwide coins hunts take 20 minutes. There's another 20 minutes recording the Q&As to add onto the 10p's, and I can't think of anything else. There's the editing, which probably take the same amount of time as it does to record it, plus 10 minutes, apart from the worldwide coin hunts, which take about 4 to 5 hours to edit, because I go on my new Mister, I get all the details of all the coins, and I stick the annotations on, so that time can really rack up really quickly, because I'll look through 50 to 70 coins and then try to get details on all of them, and I'll find one that is just a pain and I can't get the information, and I can ask the guys on Discord to help, and then sometimes it's still tricky. But yeah, maybe, and then actually there's extra about 2 hours a week for rebagging the coins, because I can't use the coin machine anymore, because the bank that I used to use said no, you're not allowed to use it anymore, which I wasn't too impressed with. Adam Tasker asks, what's the coin you want to own more than any other? So coin I don't have at the moment that I'd love, Isaac Newton Strike Your Own. It's my favourite 50p, and I missed out because I didn't go to the Royal Mint when it was Strike Your Own, because I wasn't going up to that point. The first one I went to was the Frankenstein Strike Your Own. Sean Dolphin 6837 asks, what are your plans once you have filled your books? So every time I fill a book, I start the book again. Joe Bowen asks, would you like to see more politicians on coins? Yes, I think that would be good. I think it would help with our knowledges of prime ministers, for example. So I could probably name more US presidents than I could name British prime ministers, which is quite an embarrassing thing to have to admit. But also it might pique people's interest in politics. And I think that's important. I think that people should vote. I get that sometimes it's difficult to understand, get your own opinion on politics. But as someone that's always voted for the same political party, and I won't say who it is, purely on the basis that I don't think you should form your opinion based on other people's opinions. So you shouldn't base who you're going to vote for based on the opinion of some nutter who has a coin collecting YouTube channel. But I encourage all of you that are of voting age, or even before you're of voting age, to take an interest to some extent in politics, because it does impact us all. But yeah, I think a run of prime ministers would be great.
Ooh. You see, I told you that one wasn't an N. That's much more like it. Let's have a look at this one. N for NHS, isn't it? Or is it nurses? I think it's NHS. God, that looks amazing, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Try and get a bit closer. Manual zoom, manual focus. There we go. Well done, Patrick. Of course, Patrick finds the first one. Very nice. Good start. I've got some catching up to do, obviously. Louise Edworthy asks, do you collect territory coins? If I find them, yes, I keep them. I don't keep them in my books that you see on the videos, but I've got them all in my collection, and I will show you at some point, if I haven't already. David Simpson asks, what 10p's do you think will be worth the most? If they all have the same mintage, I think B for Bond, because it's Bond and everyone loves Bond, or A or Z. I say Z, but people moan, so Z, because it's the start and the end of the alphabet. Maybe the vowels as well for people spelling their names, spelling words, whatever. Joel Birkenall asks, if you had to sell your coins and keep one, which would you keep? The second Kew Gardens I found, for the reasons I've stated earlier. Jason Waterhouse asks, why do you think Isle of Man and Gibraltar coins are floating about? It's probably where people from England have gone to these places. They picked up coins in their change and have brought them back and spent them, because they're not. They look almost identical to UK circulating coins, and similarly, if those people are coming over here for a holiday or visiting family, friends, whatever, then they probably bring over their change and spend it, and that's how it gets in there. Mike, it's spelled P-E-U-G-O-T, is that Peugeot? But it's a name, so it might be Pugot or Pogo or Polgot, so I apologise. Mike Peugeot for now. For 11k, can you do a face reveal? So this is my 10k subscriber giveaway that these questions are from, because I had so many I'm still working through them. So at that point I hadn't done a face reveal, but Christmas 2018, Christmas Day, I did my first sort of, I hate calling it a face reveal, it sounds so YouTubery and it just doesn't sit right with me, but that's the first time I appeared in a video. Nationwide Coin Hunt asks, are there any solid gold coins that go all the way through? Yep, the Royal Mint makes solid gold coins, the London Mint offices make solid gold coins, lots of other suppliers make solid gold coins, so you can get them, but they're very expensive. Keith N asks, how does your channel cost much to run? No, is the long and short of it. So the coins I hunt through, it's the same money taken out of the bank. I take out however many £20 worth of coins that I keep, and then that gets paid into another bank, transfer it over and start it all over again. So it doesn't, that aspect doesn't cost a lot. I recently upgraded my setup. I've got a new camera. Some of you might be familiar, but might be aware that I've got a new camera, which was not cheap. I got a new laptop, which is over there. That wasn't cheap. I got a tablet to help me with the videos, and I bought a new microphone, which, give you a sneaky peek. There we go. It's a Yeti. I don't know much about tech, so I take advice from people on tech. But other than them, the sort of day-to-day running of the YouTube channel doesn't cost me anything, really, other than the electricity, the internet. Lyndon Carino asks, what is the age difference between you and your brothers? So Patrick, who's in the videos with me, he is 10 years younger than me, and my other brother is 2 years younger than me. Henry Williams asks, when new coins are minted and come into circulation, will you revisit your completed books? No, I leave them as they were when I finished them. I don't add to them. I do have plans to make something to display them with, but I haven't done it, and I've been banging on about it for ages, and I still haven't got around to it. Hitchhiker87 asks, who is your biggest inspiration in life? In life? My whole life? My parents are very... I draw a lot of inspirations from my parents. So my dad is a very principled, moral person, and I guess I try to emulate that as much as I can. I think ethically, morally, in the way I think about things, the way I view things. Probably derived a lot from growing up with him as an influence in my life. Again, he's also a bit of a whiz. He knows everything. Unbeatable at Trivial Pursuit. Whenever we watch like TV quiz shows, Eggheads, Pointless, that kind of stuff, he knows it. He knows everything, and it drives me nuts. But again, I think he's very politically minded as well. So I think that's probably where I get that from as well. That's why I'm always plugged into the news, watching the news or reading articles, things like that. And that's why I try to learn as much as I can. But yeah, my mother as well is the polar opposite. So she is a very outgoing, very excited, high energy sort of person. I'm doing hand gestures. She does hand gestures, so I get that from her. But yeah, she's another fantastic person to have in my life. So I'm incredibly lucky to have two absolutely fantastic parents in my life. Other than that, I guess stories of my grandfathers. So I don't have very much memories of them because they passed away when I was quite young. But my mother's dad was a very successful person in business, and that drives me to try and be as successful as I can. And equally, my grandfather on the other side, a very sort of patient man, from what I've been told, very interested in my development. My grandmother tells me stories of he would be doing his crossword whilst I was doing a word search, and he would talk to me like a normal person to try and encourage that sort of behaviour, which I don't know if it had an impact on me. I would like to think it did. My grandmother as well, she's 97, and she lives an independent life, which is absolutely phenomenal for a 97-year-old, and I love her to bits as well. And then weird things she does, like Christmas Day, I went to hers, and we had Guys and Dolls came on the musical with Frank Sinatra and Marlon Brando, and I haven't seen it in years, so I was enjoying watching it, and she was enjoying watching it. And then it got, I don't know, about 3/4 of the way through, if that, halfway through, she was like, I've seen adverts for this other program, we'll switch over because we've seen this before. I was like, okay. And it was The Good Dinosaur, which for those who don't know, is a kids Disney or DreamWorks, Pixar, whatever it is, film. So what 97-year-old do you know that would rather watch that than Guys and Dolls? So she's a fantastic lady. And then I guess I can't forget my mother's mother. She's nuts. She's hysterical, and she is one of my favourite people to spend time with because she's bonkers, and I love her to bits too. But anyway, Sergio Magas asks, is the Snowman 50p coin going into circulation? Unfortunately, no. Toby James asks, do you like US coins? If so, what's your favourite design? Yeah, I like all coins from all different countries. Specifically the US quarters. I would love to go to the States and take a collector's book over and try and get every state quarter and the national parks as well. I'd make videos on that. I think that'd be fun. I have actually been to America for an afternoon, which sounds very bizarre, but we were in Canada and the border kind of went like that, and then it was Canada, America, Canada, and we were driving through that. So we were in America for an afternoon. I think it's called Point Roberts, and we played with jellyfish that we found on the beach and got horrifically stung. Anonymous_KR, which I think might be Kieran, mod from the Discord, possibly. So hello if that's you. If it's not, hello still. What do you do with all your 2008 Britannias and 2017 shields? I keep them because they're more than face value. Pope Jimbo asks, have you ever considered moving into collecting gold and silver bullion coins? No, because they're expensive and I can't get as many and you can't find them in circulation. But if you collect them, then fair enough. Martin Brett asks, so that someone had sent something to the PO box, so thank you for that. Asks, do you think the London Mint would ever let you do a live tour for a video? We are in discussions about that. It's more a scheduling issue. We have talked about it, so I would love to. The more videos I can do with them, the better, because they were the first company that I reached out to and said, I've got a successful coin collecting YouTube channel. If you send me some coins, I could make videos on them for you. It'd be great marketing, publicity for you and your coins, direct to coin collectors, and also it'd be great for me because it's more videos that I can put out for you guys to watch. So the fact that the gentleman there that I speak to, my contact there, instantly went, yes, we want to do this, was so up for it, and then they did the donation, the prize they donated for the 10k subscriber giveaway was phenomenal. That humongous Flanders Fields coin was absolutely mind-boggling. I think you'll all agree with that. Even I'm quite jealous of the Danger Mouse who ended up with it. But yeah, so it's incredibly special to me because they're the first company that recognised me as a viable or a potential positive partner, if that makes sense. So they're the first people that sort of saw me and said, yeah, I think this guy can help, that will benefit us. So they're quite special to me. The guy that I speak to is lovely. The rest of his team sound fantastic, and I would love to go do a tour of their place. Moving on, Pensnet2 asks, do you think you will ever complete the old £1 coin collection? I think all I'm missing the NIFC is, and Edinburgh. Ooh, that could be a tough one to find actually. So I do check my bank every week because they are once they get a full £500 bag, I take it out and then I will do a video on it for you. Next question comes from Translucent Shadow. I love the name. Who asks, what made you want to start a YouTube channel? The final thing to make you say yes. So I watched quite a few American coin hunters. So JD's Variety Channel is the first one that springs to mind. Half Dollar Make You Holler, and then the odd bits and pieces from other US coin collectors. And I thought, is anyone doing UK videos? And I found Absolute Coins, I found Richie's Coin World, I found UK Coin Hunt, and they were doing it. And I was hunting through coins at the time, so I was hunting through bags of coins anyway, so I thought, why not make some videos and see if anyone would watch them. So I didn't do it immediately because I kept umming and ahhing. Do I want to? Do I not? Do I? Don't I? And eventually I thought, oh, for crying out loud, let's make a video or a couple of videos. If people don't like it, we'll stop doing that. I don't know why I'm calling myself we. I'm having this discussion with myself. So I just thought, why not? Let's go for it. Tom Eckersley asks, how many times have you found Kew Gardens and what do you do with them? I have found 2. One before I started making videos, one that I've got on video, and I kept them both. Bunny Productions asked, would you ever buy a really expensive coin? Not at the moment. I've got other priorities. I mean, I buy I've signed up for the Churchill coins as well from the London Mint office, so I get that's £30 a month, and the In Flanders Fields coins I'm expecting number 4 pretty soon, and they're £30 a month, but I wouldn't spend £100 on a coin, no. Nigel Lloyd asked, a relative of mine has what looks like a minting error £1 coin where the silver part is egg-shaped. Is that likely to be worth much? If it's a genuine error, then yes. The problem is there's lots of fake there are lots of fake new pound errors floating around, so your best bet is try and get it authenticated through a company or the Royal Mint to find out if it's a genuine or not. Next question comes from Julie Hall, who asks, what animal would you put on a new British coin? I mean, I'm a cat person, I put birds. It's not very English having a cat, house cat, but a lion. It's got to be a lion, hasn't it? Orange Gaming 03 asks, why do you think the alphabet set were minted on 10p's and not on £2 or 50p's? Well, we already had designs on 50p's and £2, which could be part of the rationale behind that, but also maybe to try and inspire new collectors, young collectors that don't have a lot of money to invest. £2.60 for a whole set of 26 coins is fairly reasonable, if you find them in your change, that is. I don't know, maybe it's a plan for an ongoing plan to get more commemorative designs on more coins potentially. Luke's random videos and pranks asks, if someone offered you £400 for one of you God, I'm really struggling to talk, aren't I? If someone offered you £400 for one of your Kew Gardens, would you accept it? No, it is my Kew Gardens. I would not sell it. DMZ Clan asks, what's the best place you have travelled to? I got fond memories. I had a backpacking holiday around Greece. So my mum, the older of my 2 younger brothers and I, we were out there for a month, just hopping around islands, no plans, with a tent in summer. It was fab. But Canada, I loved Canada. I've got Canadian relatives, used to go out very often. Absolutely love the place. Love going there. But equally, I'm going to Canada, going to Egypt this year, and I cannot wait for that either. Marksy102 asks, will you ever do a face reveal? Moving on. Tadka, asks, so Tadka, if you are watching this, you won the Christmas giveaway. Please contact me on Twitter, on Discord, leave a comment. We'll figure out a way to contact you so we can get the prize to you. But Tadka asks, do you think one day there will be new £1 commemorative coins? Yeah, of course, must be, surely. So I know there are territories ones going out, but obviously not circulating in the UK. There was talk of a Brexit £1. We ended up with a Brexit 50p, so read into that as you will, but I imagine there will be. Ian Drinkwater asks, where do you advise to swap coins? So my Discord server, if you're over the age of 13, you can join that. You have to be over 13 to have Discord. It's not my rules, it's their rules. There's a trading section. If you intend to join the Discord in order to trade, please read the rules before you trade. Bit of a contentious issue, bit of a soft spot, a tender spot, but if you don't follow the rules, we will delete your posts. We have rules there to protect people from scammers and things like that, and we have zero tolerance on people that don't follow the rules. But other than that, you have got companies like Change Checker who've got a swap section. There's Facebook groups that you can join, things like that. Also, tell people you collect. You might have someone close to you that collects coins that you don't know. Phil Price asks, do you collect first day covers like the ones with coins? No, they don't do anything for me, so I don't collect them. Even when I collected stamps, or I still collect stamps, but when I was actively collecting stamps, I didn't collect first day covers. I think we'll have one more question from Boffin Alex. That's someone from the Discord, so hello to you. Thank you to you and for everyone that's asked a question, I hasten to add. Who asks, what is your favourite Olympic? Olympic 50p would be gymnastics. I really like the design. On the £2, the Rio handover. I think that's an awesome design. So, on that note, we will get back to the coins. So there we have our finds. Patrick got the N for NHS. I got 3 state quarters. I can't read them from here. South Dakota, Arkansas, South Carolina. I got a Jersey, Guernsey 10p, Jersey 10p, and a Gibraltarian. That's actually a pretty cool one, I think. Not one I've seen before. Operation Torch, which is quite neat. And then an old 5p dated 1980, and then this cool one as well, which again I've never seen before. 25 cents? 25p? It's got to be cents, hasn't it? From the Cayman Islands, 2005. So that's pretty neat as well. But now for the exciting bit, let's get the new one into the book. So, filling up this page nicely, only the letter R to go. What's R, Patrick?
Robin.
Red Robin. Perfect. So there we go. How many left we got to go? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh no, 10 because we got that one as well. So 10 to go. Very cool. So, all that leaves me to do is thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.